Hello, Michael here. Today looking at Psalms 55, specifically verse 16 through to 19 for the exposition. This is a psalm which may be subtitled, Cast Your Burden on the Lord. Let's go ahead and read those verses then from verse 16. As for me, I will call upon God, and Jehovah will save me. Verse 17. Evening and morning and at noonday will I complain and moan, and he will hear my voice. Verse 18. He hath redeemed my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many that strove with me. And verse 19. God will hear and answer them, even thee that abideth of old, Selah, the men who have no changes and who fear not God. And so we turn to the treasury of David for the exposition. Verse 16. As for me, I will call upon God. The psalmist would not endeavor to meet the plots of his adversaries by counterplots, or imitate their incessant violence, but in direct opposition to their godless behavior would continually resort to his God. Thus Jesus did, and it has been the wisdom of all believers to do the same, as this exemplifies the contrast of their character, so it will foretell the contrast of their end. The righteous shall ascend to their God, the wicked shall sink to ruin. And the Lord shall save me. Jehovah will fulfill my desire and glorify himself in my deliverance. The psalmist is quite sure. He knows that he will pray and is equally clear that he will be heard. The covenant name is a pledge of the covenant promise. Verse 17. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray. Often, but none too often. Seasons of great need call for frequent seasons of devotion. The three periods chosen are most fitted to begin, continue, and end the day with God, His supreme wisdom. Where time has naturally set up a boundary, there let us set up an altar stone. The psalmist means that he will always pray. He will run a line of prayer right along the day and track the sun with his petitions. Day and night he saw his enemies busy, Psalm 55:10, and therefore he would meet their activity by continuous prayer and cry aloud. He would give a tongue to his complaint. He would be very earnest in his pleas with heaven. Some cry aloud who never say a word. It is the bell of the heart that rings loudest in heaven. Some read it. I will nurse and murmur. Deep heart thoughts should be attended with inarticulate but vehement utterances of grief. Blessed be God. Moaning is translatable in heaven. A father's heart reads a child's heart. And he shall hear my voice. He is confident that he will prevail. He makes no question that he would be heard. He speaks as if already he were answered. When our window is open towards heaven, the windows of heaven are open to us. Have put a pleading heart, and God will have plenteous hand. Have but a pleading heart, and God will have a plenteous hand. Verse 18. He hath delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me. The deliverance has come. Job has routed the rebels. The Lord has justified the cause of his anointed. Faith sees as well as foresees. To her foresight is sight. He is not only safe but serene, delivered in peace. Peace in his inmost soul. For there were many with me, many contending against me. Or it may be that he thankfully acknowledged that the Lord raised him up, unexpected allies, fetched him succor when he most needed it, and made the friendless monarch once more the head of a great army. The Lord can soon change our condition, and He often does so when our prayers become fervent. The crisis of life is usually the secret place of wrestling. Jabbok makes Jacob a prevailing prince. He who stripped us of all friends to make us see Himself in their absence can give them back again in greater numbers, that we may see Him more joyfully in the fact of their presence. Verse 19. God shall hear and afflict them. They make a noise as well as I, and God will hear them. The voice of slander, malice, and pride is not alone heard by those whom it grieves. It reaches to heaven. It penetrates the divine ear. It demands vengeance and shall have it. God hears and delivers His people. He hears and destroys the wicked. Their cruel jests, their base falsehoods, their cowardly insults, their daring blasphemies are heard, and shall be repaid to them by the eternal Judge. Even He that abideth of old, He sits in eternity, enthroned Judge for evermore. All the prayers of saints and profanities of sinners are before His judgment seat, and He will see that justice is done. Selah. The singer pauses, overwhelmed with awe in the presence of the everlasting God. Because they have no changes, therefore they fear not God. His own reverential feeling causes him to remember the daring godlessness of the wicked. He feels that his trials have driven him to his God, and he declares that their uninterrupted prosperity was the cause of their living in such neglect of the Most High. It is a very manifest fact that long-continued ease and pleasure are sure to produce the worst influences upon graceless men. Though troubles do not convert them, yet the absence of them makes their corrupt nature more readily develop itself. Stagnant water becomes putrid. Some heat breeds noxious insects. He who is without trouble is often without God. It is a forcible proof of human depravity that man turns the mercy of God into nutriment for sin. The Lord save us from this. The book of life is so well written. It addresses all our fallacies, all our weakness, all our indiscretions, and yet, at the same time, there's a great, supreme, ever-seeing, ever-present God, worthy of every praise, of every song, of our joy. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be